Puerto Rico. Current population, 3.2 million people. The city of Philadelphia. Current population, 1.5 million people. Over 1,500 miles separate these two places, yet they are both similar in their own unique ways. After spending 6 nights on the island, it's safe to say Puerto Ricans live up to their reputation of being vibrant, spirited people.
I don't know if you have realized already that we're kind of loud as well. Probably if you've been in La Placita for 30 minutes, you know we're loud.
The atmosphere of La Placita, full of live music, dancers, and partygoers, is attractive to anyone looking to have a good time.
When we travel to places, we like people to, know that we're here.
Sansom Street has got to be La Placita's Philly counterpart. It features some of the best restaurants, bars, and clubs in the whole city. But the street atmosphere of Sansom just can't compare to that of La Placita. Just as you can't visit Philadelphia without trying the cheesesteak, you can't visit Puerto Rico without trying mofongo.
The food, it expresses itself in a very open and kind of strong way. Hey, I'm here. I'm a bunch of flavor going into your mouth now.
Whether it's the fried goodness of empanadillas, the freshly caught and prepared seafood, or just chicken on a stick over a wood flame, it's hard to not get distracted by the smells of Puerto Rican style cooking. Something else that can get you easily distracted while walking the roads and alleys of Puerto Rico is the street art. Murals and graffiti are everywhere on the island, and much of the art carries a deeper meaning than what meets the eye.
We have a door that it was red, but some protect people painting in black because of the government. They've been not good for us. They don't help us at all. They corrupt.
The United States has a long history of poorly treating the people of Puerto Rico, even though the island's residents are technically citizens of the United States.
We're colonists. So
Yeah,
we're wearing the same boots that America was 220 years.
The same. Puerto Rico's status was seen as a non-sovereign status, which is turned it into pretty much a colony. We are ruled by the United States Congress, where Puerto Rico has no representation.
Here, street art acts as a voice of the people who feel as though they're an afterthought to their ruling government.
The murals mean liberation of the Puerto Ricans getting the rights they deserve. We deserve a lot better than the government is giving to us as Puerto Ricans. We deserve a lot better. We don't have the help that the United States give it to the United States citizens.
I didn't have to look hard for graffiti and murals that protest America's treatment of Puerto Rico. Much of the graffiti ties to Act 22, which was signed into law by U.S. Congress in 2012.
Act 22 was designed to bring investors to Puerto Rico, bring money especially from the United States to Puerto Rico. And the idea was if you start a business here and you create a couple of jobs, you don't have to pay the state tax.
Look, an Advil here costs you 50 cents a cap. They make it across the street here for the whole world, all the pharmaceuticals, but everything is taxed.
As many multinational corporations like Advil manufacturer GSK have flocked to Puerto Rico since 2012, the island's population has dropped nearly 10% according to census.gov.
So what is happening here is not too far from an island-wide gentrification process. And that's scary, because when you're displacing the local population from the island is losing its own identity.
The ones that visit us from the United States spread and know the word of Puerto Ricans screaming of our rights, like so demanding our rights. We have to spread the word in our murals, like in our art. It's an expression of liberty.
It's safe to say that Philly knows a thing or two about liberty. But for Puerto Rico, a true sense of liberty is what the island has lacked since it was colonized by the Spanish over 500 years ago. I felt a real connection to this island in the 7 days that I spent there.
All right, guys.
Getting a chance to have genuine conversations with Puerto Rican people at random was one of the most enriching experiences I've had in a long time. Upon flying back to Philly, I didn't say a goodbye to this place, but rather, I'll see you later.